Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds. Start. The right to life and dignity is one of the most fundamental human rights recognized across the globe. It forms the foundation of all other rights and liberties that individuals are entitled to by virtue of being human. Without the assurance of life and dignity, no other right can be meaningfully enjoyed. This right is enshrined in numerous international legal instruments, constitutions, and legal systems around the world, making it a universal principle. The right to life means that every human being has the inherent right to live, and no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their life. It implies that the state has a responsibility to protect individuals from threats to their life, whether from other individuals, groups, or even from systematic issues such as poverty, disease, and violence. It also places a positive obligation on the state to ensure the necessary conditions for a life of equality, including healthcare, food, shelter, and clean water. Closely connected to the right to life is the right to dignity. Human dignity is the recognition of the inherent worth of every individual. It affirms that every person, regardless of their status, background, or circumstances, deserves to be treated with respect and without discrimination. Dignity is not something that can be granted or taken away, it is intrinsic and non negotiable. In legal and constitutional discourage, the right to life is often interpreted broadly to include the right to live with dignity. For instance, in many landmark judicial rulings, courts have held that life does not merely mean animal existence but includes the right to live a meaningful, fulfilling, and dignified life. This expansive interpretation helps in advancing social justice and ensuring that individuals are not only alive but also free from degrading or inhumane treatment. The right to life and dignity is prominently featured in international human rights law. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted in 1948, proclaims in Article 3 that everyone has the right to live, liberty, and security of person. Additionally, Article 1 declares that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. These provisions lay the groundwork for a global commitment to protecting the sanctity of life and the respect of individual dignity. National constitutions also give great importance to these rights. In democratic countries, the right to life and dignity is often guaranteed as a fundamental right that cannot be suspended even during emergencies. For example, the Constitution of India guarantees the right to life and personal liberty under Article 21, and the judiciary has played a significant role in interpreting this right expansively to include various aspects of life such as the right to privacy, the right to education, and the right to a healthy environment. The right to life and dignity has deep ethical and philosophical roots. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant argued that human beings must be treated as ends in themselves and not as means to an end. This moral principle supports the idea that dignity must be upheld in all human interactions. Respect for life and dignity transcends legal obligations and enters the realm of moral duty. Despite its foundational status, the right to life and dignity faces many challenges in practice. In conflict zones, civilians are often deprived of their right to life due to war, terrorism, and violence. In many parts of the world, poverty, hunger, and lack of access to basic services continue to endanger lives and compromise human dignity. Discrimination based on race, gender, caste, religion, and other factors leads to violations of dignity and systematic oppression. Furthermore, issues like the death penalty, euthanasia, and abortion raise complex ethical and legal questions related to the right to life. While some argue that capital punishment serves justice, others contended that it is a violation of the right to life and human dignity. Similarly, debates around euthanasia involves considerations of whether individuals have the right to die with dignity when suffering from terminal illnesses. Governments, civil society, and international organizations all have a role to play in upholding the right to life and dignity. Legislative measures must be enacted and enforced to prevent violations. Education and awareness are essential to fostering a culture that respects human life and dignity. Public policies should aim at reducing inequality and ensuring access to essential services for all, especially the marginalized and vulnerable. Judiciaries have a vital role in interpreting and expanding the scope of these rights. Through progressive judgments, courts can bring about social change and hold authorities accountable. For instance, rulings that recognize the rights of transgender individuals, decriminalize homosexuality, or uphold the rights of disabled persons contribute significantly to the realization of dignity for all. In modern age, the digital realm also poses new challenges and opportunities for the right to life and dignity. Cyberbullying, online harassment, and misuse of personal data can seriously harm an individual's dignity. At the present time, technology can be a powerful tool for protecting life and dignity through better healthcare, access to information, and social inclusion. The COVID 19 pandemic highlighted the importance of these rights more than ever. The crisis brought into focus the stark inequalities in healthcare, employment, and social security. Many individuals lost their lives due to inadequate access to medical care, while others suffered indignity due to social stigma or poor living conditions. This global experience underscores the urgent need to prioritize life and dignity in all spheres of governance and society. In conclusion, the right to life and dignity is not just a legal entitlement but a moral imperative. It is the cornerstone of a just and humane society. Respecting this right means recognizing the humanity in every person, regardless of their background or circumstances. It demands active efforts from individuals, communities, and states to ensure that every person not only lives but lives with honor, respect, and a sense of worth. Upholding this right is essential for peace, justice, and the full